Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Sem for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Tuesday evening inside the Hillsboro Event Center. This is Class A Boys Basketball tonight, featuring the number 3 ranked team in the state in the Kindred Vikings, going up against the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley. And this is our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance to get a free quote started today. I'm Chase Miller alongside Seth Small back here. Still to come on our pregame show, we'll hear from both head coaches ahead of the starting lineups and the opening tip today. Brad Whale, already 17 years with the Kindred Vikings. Well, for Elliot Rotvold, he's in his 12th year with Hillsboro-Central Valley, 27th in tow for the Hillsboro Burros. For the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros and the Kindred Vikings here, Hillsboro-Central Valley, they will have their season opener here today. While for Kindred, they will have their season opener as well here today. After this evening, for the Vikings, they will host the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, part of that twin bill with the girls basketball team. That'll be roughly at 1:30 and 3 o'clock on Saturday. While for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, they will make their way to Devil's Lake on Friday. We'll have that game for you on our radio airwaves of KRJB 106.5 FM. Again, that'll be upcoming on Friday night for our radio broadcast. So take a quick break. When we come back after this, let you know some scores across the valley. The Burro girls going on against Park River, Fordville, Lincoln, and Fordville tonight. That and more still to come ahead of our starting lineups and the opening tip tonight here from Hillsboro.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Hillsboro Drug and Gift welcomes you to stop in and check out the Christmas and holiday decor. You'll find gift items for those on your shopping list this holiday season. They do accept Hillsboro Christmas cash at your full-service pharmacy, Hillsboro Drug and Gift. Remember, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. They offer mail-out service and free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. Don't forget to get your flu shot at Hillsboro Drug and Gift. No appointment is necessary. Wishing you a happy holiday season from Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
The Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead provide great places for seniors to live. They emphasize choices, independence, and provide services as directed by residents. They're also great places to work, where employees find not only a job, but also rewarding and enjoyable experiences that contribute to the lives of others. To get more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
As we continue here on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from Hillsboro, taking a look at your out-of-town scoreboard currently in action over in Fordville on yourliveevent.com. James Martins has a call tonight for girls basketball. The Burros trailing by 4 against the Aggies. Park River, Fordville, Lincoln 15. Hillsboro-Central Valley, the Burros 11. Last check in the second quarter. Some scores across the way here tonight to keep your eyes comprised of in the scoreboard in girls basketball as well. Grafton making their way to Hatton Northwood and Maple River at Fargo Oak Grove. Those are some Class A versus Class B matchups here in girls basketball. On the boys side of things, Central Cass at Valley City here this evening for a Region 1 Class A contest. You have Northern Cass at Grafton tonight for a non-region game, and Mayport CG makes their way to Thompson. Class B versus Class A. Kevin Cookman on the call for you on that one tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. Coming at the hands of last season, the Burros 16-8 overall. Third place in Region 2. Last two state championships were back-to-back in 2017-2018. The Burros with 6 state titles in program history. For the Kindred Vikings last season, 18-7, lost in the Region 1 title against the eventual state champion, the Central Cass Squirrels. The Vikings with 1 state title in program history. That was back in 2021, a 40-34 win over Edgeley Cullum Montpelier. We'll take another quick break. When we come back, some players to watch out for both of these teams ahead of our coaches' conversation. That and more still to come on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Hillsboro Lumber is ready to help with all of your building or remodeling projects. If you're building something new, doing some remodeling, or working in other projects, Hillsboro Lumber has all of the building materials as well as everything else you'll need to complete your projects. Stop by Hillsboro Lumber today and pick up all of your building materials, hardware items, and more. The best source for all your home improvement and construction needs in Trail County is Hillsboro Lumber. Building or remodeling, farm, home, or commercial, see Hillsboro Lumber today.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more.
Let's dive into some of the players to watch out for here this evening. First, for the visitors on our Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seat sales scoreboard will roll like this. Here for the Kindred Vikings. Coming in again this season, Riley Sunram did not play a year ago with the shoulder surgery, but the 6'7" senior center had a visit from P.J. Fleck earlier this week here in Kindred. He's heading to the University of Minnesota. Presley Peraza a season ago with 15 points and 6 rebounds. He returns as a junior forward. Then you add in as well a Jake Starcevic and Thompson last season helping the Tommies to state average 16 points and 4 rebounds. And Carson Ossie, the 6'8" junior forward with 12 points and 6 boards a season ago for the Vikings. Well, for the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley, returning here a couple of guys who were right around that double-double plateau for most of their games last year. That's what they averaged. Both interior here for Jacob Brandt, the 6'9" senior forward, 45 blocks a season ago, 17 points and 10 rebounds. Yet Landon Olson, the 6'2" senior forward, with 16 points and 10 rebounds a season ago. And Carter Lemke, the senior guard, also forward at 5 points and 3 rebounds here for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. Those are a couple of players to watch out for from last year's stats. Are also Riley Sunram again going on to play that future FBS football. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into our coaches' conversation here from Hillsboro. Joining us first will be Brad Whale. Then we'll hear from Elliot Ruffle, the head of our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups, and the opening tip tonight. It's the season opener for the Vikings and the Burros. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Started today. Our coaches' conversation is next here in Hillsboro.
You can trust the pros at Hillsboro Body Shop to make your vehicle look as good as new. Cars, pickups, trucks, semis, Ben and Tyrell at Hillsboro Body Shop can do the work. And Hillsboro Body Shop is also the place to repair your windshield. Don't wait to get that pesky chip repaired. Ben and Tyrell can replace that glass the same day. Call Hillsboro Body Shop at 701-636-4981 and put Ben and Tyrell's combined 30-plus years of experience to work on your vehicle. Hillsboro Body Shop, 701-636-4981.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and the 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland. First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online, firststatebanks.com.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here, today's season opener for both the Burros and the Vikings. Joining us now from Kindred is their head coach. That is Brad Whale. And Brad, good to see you again. Happy basketball season. I know it's taken a little while to get to the season opener here, so let's just talk about the first couple of weeks of practice. How's everything going for you and the guys?
It's been going really well. A lot of things to install schematically, and a couple new players, so getting them used to the system and how we like to play. So hopefully we can play well tonight and build chemistry and build some confidence.
And you're going up against a squad that you're very familiar with Coach Elliot Rotfold and the Burros. What's just always a challenge when you go up against Coach Rotfold, HCV team here?
Yeah, they're always very well coached, and they got some really good players, and they got some size that can match up with us. So it'll be an interesting test tonight.
When you look at your team this season and some fans watch you in person or take a look at you on the road for the first time, who will be some players early on in the year here, Brad, that you're going to rely on throughout this season?
Well, we got Riley Sunram back. He was out last year with an injury. He's 6'7", 280, so he's going to provide an inside presence for us. Carson Ossie and Presley Peraza both got quality minutes as sophomores. And then we got Brooks Bacco, who played a lot of minutes as an 8th grader. He's grown, so he's about 6'4", and he's stronger this year. So I'm really looking forward to see what he can do. And then we got Jake Starcevic, who played at Thompson last year, 16 points a game, very athletic kid, strong kid. And Jack Davis and Owen Hoyme, they're going to come off the bench, and they're going to be able to provide some good minutes for us.
Final thing for you, Brad, before we let you go, game number 1, win, lose, or draw, what do you want to see from your team for 32 minutes here in the season opener?
I just want to see us come out with good defensive intensity and control the glass. They have some size, and see what type of chemistry we can build, share the ball, and play together as a unit.
Brad, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Brad Whale, head coach of the Kindred Vikings, will continue on our pregame show after this.
Oh, chew! Oh, I hate these Colds? You know, it could be more than just a cold.
What do you mean it could be more than just a cold?
Let's hear from Brenda, Trail District Health Unit.
We always want you to be aware of any temperatures, of course, signs of dehydration, body aches, the sneezing, the coughing, the sore throat, all those things that maybe you think you have a bad cold, but truthfully it could be RSV, influenza, and of course it could be COVID.
It may be more than a cold. Learn more at Trail District Health Unit on how you can stay safe during cold and flu season.
For all your fresh floral needs, rely on 3R Floral on Main Street in Hillsboro. If you have an upcoming wedding or a special event, contact 3R Floral to help with your floral needs for the occasion. Call 3R Floral at 701-636-2000. You can also find gift ideas for all occasions. Check out the new decor to spruce up your home and office for the new year at 3R Floral. You can check out the 3R Floral Facebook page and see some great gifts available. If you can dream it, we can do it at 3R Floral in Hillsboro.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from Hillsboro between the Burros and the Vikings of Kindred. Joining us now from Hillsboro-Central Valley, that is their head coach, Elliot Rotfold, brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank with our pregame interviews here. And Elliot, welcome back to the season. I know it took you a couple extra days with that snowstorm that you're going to have a contest in Castleton. Now you have your season opener and home opener here today against Kindred. So what's the feelings going into a home opener and a season opener as a coach?
It's it's an exciting time. You work for a couple weeks and you get yourself ready to go, and you get to play against somebody else. We've been battling each other for a couple weeks, so it's kind of nice. We'll see. We'll definitely see where we're at. We got a tough Kindred team tonight. That's picked as one of the top teams in Class A, and go to Devil's Lake on Friday. Picked to be the top team in Class A. So we get those two off the bat, and then got a couple tough Class B teams, some tough Minnesota schools. Central Cass coming up, so it's going to be a tough December schedule, but that's all right. You kind of see where you're at.
As you go into this season, you look down, there's a Brandt, there's a Limke, there's an Olsen, there's some flavor back from last year's team. Who will be some guys that you are relying on as you kind of go into those difficult games once you get into that new region Class A schedule here, once you kind of get to 2024, the portion here, Elliot?
Yeah, we got, Jacob and Landon are back, and they were, all region players last year, so we're going to look to those two to lead us, and we got to get them the basketball and get them shots. But we're gonna need some other guys to step up because teams know that, so they're gonna double team those guys. So Carter at Limke shoots the ball pretty well, and Mitzel, and we got a bunch of other guys coming off the bench. We just got to find some consistency, and that might take a few games. But biggest thing I want to see tonight is some effort and just do the things that we've been doing in practice the last 2 weeks and try to do them well and do them right. And if we can do that, feel pretty good. But it's going to be a tough game tonight. We'll just have to, like I said, play hard and see what happens.
What goes into a challenge going up against a Bradwell team? I know you've had some battles in the past before playing early on in the season when it was the normal Class B, so no secrets, so to speak, between you guys. But what do you expect to see from Brad's Kindred Vikings club here tonight, Elliot?
Oh, they're big. They got Sunram back, and then you add Starskovic in there. They got size. They got speed. They got good shooters. They just bring the whole package, so you got to play well against them, and they defend well. They're going to be well schooled, so you got to be ready to play and play physical, and that's what we're going to have to do tonight.
Elliot, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here tonight and throughout the rest of the season.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Elliot Rotfold, head coach of the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. We'll continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this from Hillsboro.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Whew, sorry I'm late. I had to walk again.
Where's your car?
Whew, the auto shop said it would take a few months to fix.
You should have taken it to Abra.
Abra Auto Body can fix your car faster than the other body shops. After your claim is filed, Abra handles the rest with the insurance companies and adjuster. Lonnie and his team will take good care of you. Visit us on 32nd Avenue South or schedule your appointment at abraauto.com. Abra Auto Body, right the first time, on time.
Abra Auto Body, Grand Forks.
Well, we've heard from the coaches. We also have taken a look at some of the players to watch out for. So all that's still yet to come is our starting lineups and the opening tip here today from Kindred. The latest Class A boys basketball poll in the state. Devils Lake number 1, 4 wins Minnewacan number 2, the Kindred Vikings number 3, followed by Beulah 4, and Central Cass number 5. Receiving votes of Shiloh Christian, Grafton, Turtle Mountain, and Thompson. We'll keep you apprised of what's going on as well in Fordville with the Hillsboro-Central Valley girls going up against the Aggies. That and more tonight on a very busy Tuesday here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Chase Miller alongside Seth Smallback. When we come back after this, we'll get to the starting lineups and the opening tip. That's all still to come here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
As we come back here, let's get to our starting lineups. Again, that does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. As we go from there, now to the American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower-owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. That again is crystalsugar.com. The Kindred Vikings, head coach by Brad Will. Season opener will go like this. Brooks Bacco, the 6'4" guard here for the Vikings, the 6'4" freshman. Carson Ossie, the 6'8" junior forward, followed by Jake Starcevic, the 6'2" junior forward. Presley Peraza, the 6'5" junior forward, and Riley Sunram, the 6'7" senior center. Again, Bacco, Ossie, Starcevic, Peraza, and Sunram. Brad Whale in his 17th season at the helm for the Kindred Vikings. We turn our attention now to the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. Hillsboro-Central Valley, head coach by Elliot Rothfold in his 12th season. The Burros here will roll like this. Carter Lemke, a 6'5" senior. Dylan Mitzel, a 6'1" senior as well. Kyle Halfley, the 6'1" senior forward. Landon Olson, the 6'2" senior forward as well here for Olson. And Jacob Brandt, Jake, the 6'9" senior forward. So Lemke, Mitzel, Halfley, Olson, and Brandt. The Burros out in their white uniforms here this evening with the blue numerals and lettering with HCV across the front. For the Kindred Vikings out in their blue uniforms with the white numerals and lettering here today. That again does it for our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Go to crystalsugar.com. That again is crystalsugar.com. When we come back, it's the starting lineups are finished. So when we come back, we'll get to the opening tip here from Hillsboro on YourLiveEvent.com.
Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. You'll want to check out the year-end discounts on trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. And you might want to think about ordering early for next spring, as well as looking at the new models of gooseneck trailers. Bloomfield Enterprises carries a full line of trailers from Big Tex and Flow. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions.
Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Ryder Burris. I'm confident on the ice. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkmeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
As we get you back inside the Hillsboro Event Center here for the opening tap between the Kindred Vikings and the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley. I'm Chase Miller alongside with Seth Smallback here running the camera. 4 8-minute quarters with a 35-second shot clock. If you watched any of girls basketball earlier in Class A, it's the exact same thing. The fouls will reset after the quarter. You get them up to 4. Once you get to 5, it will be a double bonus situation from there on out. But the 8-minute quarters, 35-second shot clock as we're ready to go here. Opening tip at 7:48 on a Tuesday night. Winner goes to 1-0 on the season. Loser drops to 0-1. This is a non-region Class A contest. The Burros with the basketball in the front court with Halfley. Leave it right hand side. Brandt, right wing three, rattles it in over Riley Sunram. Opening points on our Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seed sales scoreboard goes to Team Clad in White in the Burros here with a right wing three by Brandt. Burros coming out, little zone defense on the baseline, taking his way to the tin, left-handed layup, no putback, can't get it to go for the Burros. For the Vikings as well with Brooks Bonko after a nice move by Presley Peraza. Eventually HCV with Carter Limke finds the loose ball. Burros see if they can go back-to-back here to start, as that's with Halfley right wing, but it's going to be a turnover. And here goes the freshman Bonko. Bonko to the paint. No rebound. Putback jam for 2. Carson Ossie, how do you do? Burros right wing with the basketball to Halfley. Back to top. Was it deflected? They say no, it was not deflected by Bonko, and we'll have a turnover. So after the Burros get the opening triple here by Jake Brandt, you get back-to-back turnovers and a nice filing-looking crowd here for both the Burros and the Vikings here inside the Hillsboro Event Center. The Kindred Vikings with Kindred across the front with Presley Peraza, the 6'5" junior. Both teams have length and size, and that's something you'll hear from their respective opposition throughout the season. As you heard Elliot Roffel say in our pregame show, Kindred, they kind of seem like they got the whole package on paper. Jump, stop, getting the shooter's roll to go. Here is Starcevic. Kindred takes their first lead on our Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seat sales scoreboard here at the 6:46 mark. Hillsboro trying to answer Limke, left wing three long. Rebound tapped out of bounds, and battling for it was Olsen and Kyle Halfley. After an opening three here by Hillsboro-Central Valley with Brandt, you've seen 2 points for Starcevic and 2 points for Ossie on the putback dunk for Carson. Both teams going to be in quality regions here this season. Again, Class A made up of 4 regions here. Region 2 with 6 teams of Devils Lake, Grafton, Carrington, Four Winds, Minnewacan, Hillsboro-Central Valley, and Thompson this year. Bounce pass goes on the inside to Sunram. Sunram battling with Brandt. This one will be a block shot eventually taken away by Olsen. Hillsboro-Central Valley in the front court. Brandt trying to get by Sunram. Gets cut off left short corner. With it now is Halfley. Gives it back up top to Mitzel. Mitzel takes the ball screen. Good hedge. Deep three for Mitzel off the backboard. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Tapped out to Sunram, and the Vikings want to run in transition. Starcevic finds a teammate, Ossie, extra pass. Here goes Peraza, making his way down the paint. Lost it on the way up. It'll be off of Brandt. For the Kindred Vikings, their region will consist of Lisbon, Central Cass, Northern Cass, Oak Grove, Valley City, and Wahpeton, alongside with the Vikings. Kindred on the inbounds here as they handle it with Peraza. Peraza stop and pop. Here goes Ossie, right wing three-pointer long board. Ball gets tapped down to the hands of Limke, his second. as this will be now with Brandt. Brandt reverse it left-hand side. This goes back to Brandt. Brandt looking for it on the interior. Ball gets skipped to Mitzel. Mitzel looking for a ball screen, takes it between the circles as the shot clock reaches 20 seconds. Both teams scoreless in the last minute and a half here as Brandt with a fadeaway turnaround jumper long. Rebound coming down to Starcevic, his first. Starcevic 2-on-2 leaves an alley-oop opportunity here for OC. That's going to go awry. Turnover for Vikings. Other side of the floor, Sunram will get called for the foul in the act of shooting as Mitzel will go to the free throw line. Sunram's first, the team's first here for the Kindred Vikings. As Hillsboro-Central Valley with Dylan Mitzel, the 6'1 senior, will have the first free throw attempts of the season for the Burros. Free throw opportunity for HCVs off the iron. Hillsboro-Central Valley was scheduled to play their opener back on Saturday in Castleton, but with the Mother Nature and the weather and interstate closing, they moved that game to December the 30th. That game will still be in Castleton, but over your holiday break on that Saturday, December the 30th. Vikings now tied at 4 here with the Burros. First tie of the contest since the opening tap. Turnover here, good tip. Both teams going to be interesting. How do they go up against one another's big man on the inside? And so far we're seeing a nice little double. Good shot over Sunramp for 2 for Landon Olson. And the Burros with a little 4-0 lead. 4-0 run, that is. Olson, good hands here of Peraza and Ostay, Burro basketball. Well, if this is any indication of what Class A boys hoops night in and night out is going to look like, it should be a lot of fun from a basketball fan, as Jack Davis, the 6'3 senior forward, will check back in for the Burros. Open, this for the lead, right wing 3, but we're going to have an offensive screen. Davis hit it from the right baseline, but moving, they're going to call Sunram on the illegal ball screen. His second, team second here, and all of a sudden now Sunram will have to go to the bench. Substitution with Jake Starcevic as he'll check into the game. Bradwell doesn't like that call. That erases both a three-pointer here from the Vikings, but alongside with that adds a big key cog on the bench with 2 personal fouls with Sunram, as the Burros will handle this one in the backcourt, as this one will be with Carter Lemke. Lemke pops it past in front of the scores table as this will go to Kyle Halfley. Back to Lemke. Lemke using up that ball screen. Left-hand side, Mitzel. Mitzel takes a ball screen up off the window. Good for 2. Dylan Mitzel now with 3 points here for the Burros. Burros on a 6-0 run. Vikings right-hand side with Davis as they swing it around the horn. Back to the baseline here on the zone defense. Starcevic skip right-hand side. Extra pass goes to Davis. Davis guarded by Brandt here. Bounce pass on the interior. Starcevic spinning his way, and he gets fouled in the act of shooting. Starcevic will go to line to shoot the pair first free throws of the season for Kindred. Foul coming across. Looks to be on Lemke, and that will be his first and the team's first here for the Burros. Free throw opportunity on the way here for the Vikings with the 6'2 junior forward with Starcevic. And his first points after playing for the Thompson Tommies last season. The Burros will make a couple of substitutions as Chase Halfley, the younger brother of Kyle, the 6' sophomore guard. Also coming in is Isaac Thompson, the 6'1 junior. Free throw opportunity number 2 for Starcevic is up and in. Starcevic with 4 of the 6 points here for the Vikings. 2-2-1 full court pressure defense. Lemke, backcourt, Halfley. Lemke crossing on the flash into the front court here with 2 seconds spare before it was a 10 call. Kindred has forced a couple of turnovers so far here for the Burros, and the same can be said on the opposite side. Brandt doubled. Up top, three-pointer coming. Thompson got it. Points off the bench for Coach Elliott Rotvold, and that's a 3 at the top of the key. 11-5 Burros. Left-hand side, Lemke gets a steal. Lemke with a 3-on-1 as this goes right through the hands of Chase Halfley. Turnover Burros. Other side of the floor, the Vikings look to nearly give it right back, and it will be out of bounds. Last touch here of Brooks Bacco. You expect in a season opening contest here some helter-skelter kind of a paces, and also these two teams understand the situation here. You need to bring it every night now with this 3-class system. Talking with coaches in B, A, and AA, they've all kind of said the same thing. There's not many games where it's a freebie in terms of a win moving forward. Jumper's going to be off the mark. Praza trying to go coast to coast, gets fouled and counted. Presley Praza with the and one opportunity. Foul will come across the Burros. That's their second as a team, both with 2 at the 3-minute mark on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Foul will be on Landon Olson, his first, as we'll have some substitutions. Owen Hoyme back into the contest here for the Kindred Vikings. Ben McRitchie, the 6'5 junior forward, steps in now for the Burros. This for the 3-point opportunity for Peraza. Free throw is up and good. The Vikings 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Full court pressure, defense continues. Burros got that lead at 11-9. Here at the 2:53 mark. HCV looking backdoor. McRitchie, block shot coming. Yet a pair of hands there with Storcevic on the help and Davis on the back. As Elliot Rotvold calls out an offensive set here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. The Kindred student section, by the way, is right behind that Burro bench across the way, making some noise. A lot of blue inside the heck here this evening. Inbounds, Thompson. Thompson makes a pass to Brandt. Brandt guarded there by Starcevic. Brandt trying to bully his way down inside. Turnaround jumper, no. Rebound comes down to Brooks Bacco, his second. Bacco to Starcevic. This to possibly tie or take the lead. Extra pass open for the lead. Hoyme 3 off the iron, no. Rebound to McRitchie on the inside. The 6'5 junior forward collects his first board of the contest. Chase Halfley to McRitchie. McRitchie on the near sideline here gives it back up top to Olson. Olson with the basketball as they weave its way to Chase Halfley. Turnover, Peraza gets it, and a foul. Not a bad foul, all things considered here for Chase Halfley, as the Vikings would have had a 2-on-none the other way. Halfley picks up his second and the team's third. 4 turnovers so far for the Burros. Carson Ossie checks back into the game for Brooks Bacco. The Vikings also with 4 turnovers in their own right. Kindred brings the ball up the front court here. A little 2-3 or a 1-1-3 zone where the first pass, the guy that's running that 1-1-3 goes towards that pass there. We've seen him kind of pack the paint a little bit at times for the Burros. Left-hand side will go to Owen Hoyme. Shot clock making its way to 15. Right wing to Peraza. Peraza asking for Starcevic to come through. Now back to Peraza. Peraza high post. Right baseline jumper coming. Hoyme off the heel of the rim. And Thompson collects his first rebound of the contest. Burros up by 2 here at the top of the key with Brandt. Brandt inside Olson. Olson making his way. Nice spin move with the finger roll around the horn to finish for 2. Olson with 4 in the contest. Extra pass. Here goes Hoyme. Hoyme right elbow jumper. No. Starcevic rebound. Starcevic put back in. Starcevic with 6 points and 2 boards and the answer for the Vikings. Chase Halfley right-hand side to Brandt. Now they work it to McRitchie on the interior, trying to slip a pass there. Was McRitchie to Olson, batted away by Peraza. Burrows will make a substitution as Dylan Mitzel, the senior, will check back into the contest. High school basketball today here in Hillsboro. It's been a fun one in the opening 6 minutes and 58 seconds. Mitzel calls out the offense here for the Burros. Takes the ball screen with Olson, playing a 2-man game, looking for Olson on the roll. Good hands and better defense by Jack Davis. Got his hand on the basketball and off the right shoe here of Olson. Bradwell going back to the bench here for a moment. Carson Ossie returns with Brooks Bacco in the backcourt. Peraza on the floor with Hoyme and Davis. HCV also brings Thompson. Playing on top of that zone is Mitzel. Ball gets skipped left-hand side to Davis. Davis at the left wing looking for a cutting teammate. Finds one there in Hoyme. Hoyme lost it for a moment. Saves it, but it goes right to the hands of the Burros with Brandt. Brandt can walk it up. The Burros can take the final shot of the quarter if they want. And that's exactly what Mitzel is looking to possibly do. Both teams have a foul to give here before the quarter. The Vikings actually have 2. Backdoor to McRitchie. McRitchie to Mitzel. Mitzel with the clock now to single digits. Mitzel making his way, lost it for a moment. It's going to be a heave here for Davis, and that'll be out of play. I don't think Davis understood the time of where it was. Thinking it was maybe at 3 seconds instead of maybe 6 seconds when he looked up, because he gave that a full court heave. Only good thing for Kindred, it's almost like an interception when you're going for the end zone, is that you make the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros have to go the length of the floor after that shot. Limke to inbound it, backcourt to Thompson. Isaac just is going to hold it. And on our Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard, after 8 minutes of play here in Hillsboro, the Burros lead it by 2.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Peasic, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
High school basketball here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. 13-11 Hillsboro-Central Valley over the Kindred Vikings here in Hillsboro. Leading the floor for HCV in the first quarter play. Landon Olson with 4 points. Then you have 3 by Thompson, Mitzel, and Brandt. Along for the Kindred Vikings, led by the 6 of Starcevic, then the 3 of Peraza, and the 2 by Carson Ossie. Chase Miller, Seth Smallback with you here from Hillsboro, where neither team has taken so far a Nodak Insurance Company Brad Richter timeout. Zone pressure will continue by the Burros. Left-hand side to Davis for Kindred. Davis will shoot the 3. Got it! Oh, Burro defender just kind of tripped over his own feet there, and Davis with the first 3-pointer of the night here for the Kindred Vikings. Or they call it just a deep 2. They might just call that one a 2 as we're tied at 13. Turnover, working with it the other way goes Peraza. Peraza trying to go coast to coast. Nice little slip pass with a two-handed dunk. Rising the freshman, Brooks Bacco for 2. It's a 4-0 run to start the second quarter here for the Vikings. Dylan Mitzel into the front court. Olson with it. Handoff now to Thompson. Thompson looking for the ball screen, takes it. Patient for Isaac. Teardrop on the baseline. What a move by the junior guard. Off the bench, Isaac Thompson with 5 big points for head coach Elliot Rotfold. Third tie of the contest now. Kindred works it around the horn. Peraza, deep left wing 3. Nothing but twine. Presley Peraza with 6. Second 3 in the last 75 seconds here for the Vikings. And the offenses are starting to come to life to start this quarter. Mitzel to Thompson. Thompson driving kick. Limke trying to answer. Long rebound coming down to Davis. His first board of the game. Behind the back pass, Limke wasn't having it. Limke goes the other way here for the Burros, who don't have numbers. Limke inside. Olson somehow wide open. Starcevic with the block. Olson stays with it. Then Starcevic collects the rebound. Starcevic hits the deck trying to roll the ball. Limke is there as it was a battle of 5s of Ossie and Limke. And after the 75 seconds, it looked pretty good. Now both teams have had some turnovers and some mistakes in the last nearly minute of game action. Brandt, high post touch, right elbow jumper, long rebound here to Limke. Limke is third board, can't get the putback, and the rebound to Davis, his second of the quarter. Davis spinning his way, and will have a palming violation on Kindred. Riley Sunram will check back into the game for Starcevic. As Starcevic will check out, Sunram again has those 2 personal fouls for the Burros. That will make a substitution, as well as Chase Halfley will check into the game, as coming out will be Thompson. It was a 13-11 lead to start the quarter for the Burros. Only you see the Vikings right now hit a couple of those deep jumpers and a Peraza 3 to make it now an 18-15 lead. Kindred seeing Olsen going down the paint for the Burros. Rebound coming to Mitzel. Mitzel then a turnover. Other side of the floor. OC, no. Putback jam, yes. Peraza now with 8. Oh, the Kindred Vikings showing you they can hit him outside and throw it off the window. Olsen, tough shot. Peraza goes straight up. Baco gets his 3rd rebound. Baco, left-hand side with it now is Davis. Davis making his way. Sunram, deep jumper. No, rebound on the way, and we'll have a foul. This will go on OC, his first, the team's first. Kindred faithful not too happy about that one, saying that maybe the Burro defender didn't have proper positioning by the time OC, the 6'8 junior, leapt for that basketball. Regardless, it'll go for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Burrows with Kyle Halfley, the 6'1 senior forward, will check back into the game. Right now, Sunram Brent, that's been a fun battle to see. A couple fouls early with Sunram. We'll see what Brent can do. Olsen is sometimes a man amongst boys with not just the facial hair, but how he just continues to work throughout 32 minutes of a game. Limke skips it, somehow finds a teammate with Halfley. Burrows, bounce pass to Olsen. Olsen looking for Brandt. Here comes the hedge, and a good hedge by Hoyme to collect the steal. 8 turnover by the Burrows. Other side of the floor, teardropper off the back tab for OC. No, put back, good for 2. OC with 4 points and 2 rebounds. No one boxed out the shooter. Kindred with their largest lead here at 7. Brandt takes the ball screen. Brandt at the left wing, hands it off. Going hard down the paint is Halfley, and will have a foul before the shot. Foul comes across on Baco, his first, team second of the quarter. So far for the Vikings, a 11-2 quarter over the Burros. Hillsboro-Central Valley looking for a bucket to get it back to 2 possessions. This would help. 3 by Limke, rattling in. Carter Limke, his first 3 of the contest. The 3rd here for the Burros, and they're back within 4. Zone pressure continues from HCV. Baco looking for a high post touch. Halfley gets the steal. Halfley leads a 2-on-2. Lost it off his left knee. Still with it on the floor, and will have a jump ball. The arrow favors the Burros, and we haven't had too many jump balls so far here tonight. A very quickly moving opening half of play. We tipped off at 7:48, barely 20 minutes of actual time into this. They're making sure they got the sweat spot all taken care of here with Sunram and Brandt going right where the jump ball was just moments ago. Brandt on the baseline here. The Burros swinging around the horn. That'll go to Chase Halfley. Halfley, little hesitation, crawl hop down the paint. This will be a foul before the shot, either on Baco or Hoyme. This will be the second one on Brooks. So you got 2 with Sunram, 2 with Baco now for head coach Brad Whale. Substitution as Starcevic will check back in here for the Kindred Vikings. As Hillsboro-Central Valley will be inbounding the basketball. Update for you from Thompson. The Tommies 42, Mayport CG 7 at the half. And Class A versus Class B basketball. Kevin Cookman with you on the call of that one on yourliveevent.com. Brandt with it, double, leaves it left-hand side, 3 coming. Halfley got it! Kyle Halfley from the left pocket. Bring out your umbrella. It's raining 3s for the Burros. They got now 4 in this game. Other side of the floor with it, Baco. Baco at the left wing. 2-3 zone continues. Very active zone from the Burros. Right-hand side goes Peraza. Presley slips it left wing. Starcevic. Starcevic makes his way down the paint. Right of the key. OC deep 3. Off the mark. Rebound, though, to Baco, his 4th. Brooks spins. Step through and nearly gets an and one. Landon Olsen will pick up his 2nd, team's first of the quarter. And Brooks Baco goes to the free throw line for the first time here this evening. Golden Harvest, Tim Kazette seat sales scoreboard here. Kindred leads it by a point. Our town scoreboard as well. Park River, Fordville, Lankin over the Burros, 26-24 in the 4th quarter in girls basketball. That one with James Martins on yourliveevent.com. Bacco free throw attempt is off. Second free throw attempt upcoming. Tied at 4, 13 and 15. Once it was 15, the Vikings went on that run. But right now it's the Burros on a 6-0 run. Free throw attempt is off. Rebound here on the inside. Starcevic put back, gets fouled, and that'll be the third on Olsen. Starcevic gets his 4th rebound, but the foul will be coming on the Burros here with Landon Olsen, and that's a large one, his 3rd. Everybody else with 1 or none here for the Burros. Free throw opportunity for Starcevic is no bueno. Kindred went 3 of 3 from the free throw line in the first quarter. Now 0 for 3 here in the second. Bacco checks out of the game as the Vikings bring in Hunter Bindis. Free throw attempt number 2 is also no good as McRitchie spells Olsen. Board coming down to Brandt. That'll be his 2nd of the game. And here's a steal, and Carson Ossie, right-handed slam. Ossie points off turnovers, and that is a Bradwell staple here for the Vikings. Chase Halfley, right wing, Brandt, right pocket, 3, got it! Brandt with his 2nd triple of the game, and we're knotted at 24. Back and forth we go in half number 1, and we'll have a foul on the Burros. This will be on the drive as foul will come across with a hand check there of Limke, his 2nd, team's 3rd. So both teams right now with 3 team fouls. Substitution here as Isaac Thompson will come in for HCV, as Limke will check out of the game. Both teams have seen some nice bench play at particular times. All the scoring so far here for the Vikings in their starting 5. Riley Sunram, power dribble, banging his way. Brandt with the block shot. For the Burros, they've had some 5 points with Isaac Thompson, who has the ball in the front court. Thompson pick and roll action on the interior, stolen away. For the Kindred Vikings, Carson Ossie, right-hand side, Sunrem posting up on the interior again as this goes Ossie. Leaves it right wing, Starcevic. Right pocket 3, off the back of the rim. Board, though, tapped out to Bindis. Kick out, left-hand side, back to Ossie. Ossie, nice little pass fake, goes to the baseline here to Peraza. Presley crossing over. Shovels a pass, Bindis on the inside, no rebound, still loose. Vikings trying to get it. Do we have a timeout or a jump? And we got a jump ball. Brandt tied up Hunter Bindis, and the arrow will favor the Kindred Vikings. Still to come, we'll get to our halftime show, brought to you in part by Ryan Ompto with Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Take a look at the first half numbers, keep you apprised of other scores across the way. That and more is still to come on our Ryan Umpto Farmers Union Insurance Agency halftime show. After the tie-up here, where the Vikings go. Starcevic leaves it, Peraza, baseline jumper. Off the back of the rim, no. Sunrem and Brandt go for it, and they're going to say it hit the wire, as that'll be out of play and towards the Vikings. High rebound to see Sunrem and Brandt rise for that one, as Ossie with a quick breather will spell Bindis now for the Vikings. Again, both teams with all 5 timeouts remaining here in this quarter. Chase Halfley sees the double, right-hand side jumper by Thompson, block shot out of play. The length and the athleticism has definitely stood out for the Vikings in their front court on their starting 5. They're all 6'2" or more. 6'4", 6'8", 6'2", 6'5", and 6'7". Well, for the Burros, they got 6'7", 6'5", 6'1", 6'1", 6'2" in their own right, or 6'9", excuse me, for Brandt. So we've seen size, athleticism, and we've seen a lot of fun on the court. Brooks Bacco, baseline, whirling it around the horn, goes Starcevic, triple teamed, looks for a teammate, finds one, Davis. Davis hanging, shooting, baseline, and scoring. Davis off the bench with his 4th point of the contest. Kindred leads it by 2, 60 seconds left in half number 1. McRitchie left-hand side to Halfley. Banging on the interior, here goes Brandt. Shot no, rebound McRitchie. McRitchie put back over Peraza, can't get it to go. Another board as this goes with Halfley. Eventually Kindred gets the steal with Peraza. Peraza in transition. Here goes Davis. Bounce pass, other side off the window for 2. Brooks Bacco with 4 points and 4 rebounds. Again for the Vikings, they will kill you in transition. That's been one of the things for Bradwell. When you can try to score, they will mud it up as much with anyone and be fine winning a state title 40-34. But if they can get out and run, they will do so. McRitchie, right-hand side to Thompson. Thompson at the right wing, 12 seconds left in the first half. Halfley with the basketball. Flex cut coming here for the Burros as that'll go out of play. Burros have had some quality looks here in this first half. Been led by Brandt with 6 points, but it's been balanced scoring here for Elliott Rotfold's club, who also know a thing or two about transition points and winning a scrapper in their own right during their time and being a perennial power in Class B basketball in the last decade plus. Coming around the horn here will be Chase Halfley. Halfley poked away, stolen, and the Vikings will unable to get that one off. After one half of play, it's the visiting Kindred Vikings 28 against the hometown Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros 24. Halftime show is coming up next.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Cutting Edge Ag connects your operation with first-hand expertise and industry-best precision ag technology from Ag Leader. We've simplified precision farming with powerful tools to maximize profit opportunities like never before. No matter the size of your farm or the complexity of your field activities, Cutting Edge Ag is your local partner for a more profitable future. Unlock a new era of farming success with Ag Leader and Cutting Edge Ag.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
As we come back here, let's get to our halftime show, brought to you in part by Farmers Union with Ryan Opdahl. Visit their agency downtown or give them a call as you see it on screen at 701-436-5777. For the Burros, 13 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second. Kindred, 11 points in the first quarter, 17 points in the second. Team numbers go like this. Kindred, 3 of 7 shooting from the free throw line, 5 players in the scoring column with 1 3, 16 rebounds, and 11 turnovers. For the Burros here, 6 players in the scoring column. They've hit 5 from beyond the arc, 1 of 2 from the stripe, 12 rebounds, and 12 turnovers for the Burros. Kindred led individually with the 8 points of Presley Peraza with a 3 and 2 rebounds. 6 points then for Carson Ossie, 6 for Starcevic, who's 2 of 4 shooting from the free throw line. From there, 4 points for Brooks Bacco with 4 rebounds, and finishing off the scoring, 4 points for Davis. You do have a Riley Sunram and a Hunter Bindis rebound as well. The Kindred Vikings again led by the 8 points of Presley Peraza. For the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, they're led on the scoring column for Brandt. Jacob Brandt with 6 points and 2 rebounds. Both of his field goals are from the land of 3. 5 points then for Isaac Thompson off the bench with a rebound. 4 points, 2 boards for Landon Olson. 3 coming from Lemke, 3 for Mitzel, and 3 for Halfley as well. Again, the Burros led by the 6 points of Jacob Brandt. When we come back after this on our halftime show, we'll let you know what's to come for the Vikings and the Burros for the next couple of contests. It's our Farmers Union Insurance Ryan Updahl Agency halftime show here in Hillsboro.
Otto Egg wants you to be prepared, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Otto Egg offers seed, fertilizer, and chemical options to best fit your operations. They also provide scouting to help find weeds and disease and track crop stands to help producers get a better idea what's going on with their fields. Contact Nick Otto at 701-520-0825 or Kylan Kostreski at 701-520-9875.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at Enbridge.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
This holiday season, you may be thinking spend, spend, spend for everyone on your list. But don't forget about yourself and your future. Instead of spend, 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 try save, save, save with the CD special at First State Bank. A 9-month CD with a 5.07 interest rate, minimum $10,000. Visit their locations in Buxton, Grand Forks, Mayville, Portland, and Thompson to learn more. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
As we continue on our halftime show, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance with Ryan Opdahl, let's take a look at games ahead here for the Burros and the Vikings. For Hillsboro-Central Valley, will have their game for you on 106.5 FM. That is KRJB for a radio broadcast in Devil's Lake on Friday night. Again, that game will be on 106.5 FM KRJB as the Burros make their way to Devil's Lake on Friday. Then the Burros make their way to Carrington on December the 21st, at Sargent County on YourLiveEvent.com on the 28th of December, and at Central Cass on December the 30th. The last two games between the Bulldogs and the Squirrels again on Your Live Event. For the Kindred Vikings, they'll make their way home to Shiloh Christian on Saturday. The girls and the boys will play on Your Live Event Saturday afternoon against the Skyhawks in Kindred. Then they'll make their way to Valley City on the 19th and at Killdeer on December the 29th. Final coming in for you in Fordville, Park River Fordville Lincoln with a 31-28 win over the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros in girls basketball. That does it for our halftime show. Again, brought to you in part by Ryan Opdahl with Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance, that and more. Contact Ryan Opdahl today in Hillsboro. Back after this with second half action next between the Vikings and the Burros.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, Swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neillsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today. The Hillsboro Business Association welcomes everyone to the Hillsboro Winter Wonderland festivities. Friday, December 8th features the light parade at 5:30, city tree lighting by Santa at 6 o'clock, and fire pits and s'mores from 6 to 7. And the Wonderland Fun continues Saturday, December 9th. It features pictures with Santa from 9 a.m. to noon, along with crafts, story time, and cocoa with Mrs. Claus, and cookie decorating. And check out the mini mall from 11 to 2 and birdseed decorating from 1 to 3 at the Plummer House Museum. The HBA Winter Wonderland, December 8th and 9th in Hillsboro.
Back here in Hillsboro, Chase Miller, Seth Smallback with you here on YourLiveEvent.com. 16 minutes of regulation on tap for you here again in Hillsboro. It has been a fun basketball contest, and as we alluded to earlier in the game, talking about just speaking with coaches across the state what this three-class competition was going to do, and a lot of them said it doesn't matter if you're AA, A, or B. It should be competitive night in and night out most times than not. Sure, you might have a team that's rebuilding or loses a bunch of seniors from the prior year, but it should be competition like this night in and night out. Ball gets off the mark, no, after the rebound or tip by Brooks Bacco, but the board here by Sunram for his first 2 points of the game. Burrows down by 6. Olsen again playing with those 3 personal fouls with Lemke on the floor. Brandt also out there is going to be Kyle Halfley and Dylan Mitzel. Ball goes left baseline. Brandt banging his way there with Starcevic, and we'll have a foul. This will be on the check of Starcevic. His first and the team's first as Brandt goes to the free throw line. The Burrows again in that first half. 1 of 2 from the stripe. For the Kindred Vikings, Sunram on the floor with Peraza, the aforementioned Starcevic, Bacco, and Osi. Free throw attempt by Brandt is off the mark. High school boys basketball today, season opener for both teams for the Vikings and the Burrows. Free throw attempt number 2 by Brandt is good. After today, the Burrows 4 straight games on the road before they're back on home court. The Vikings will return to Kindred on Saturday against the Skyhawks. 2-3 zone here from HCV. Looking for it on the right wing. That'll go to OC. OC slips a pass. Right-hand side to Starcevic. Starcevic to the right short corner. Sunram. Sunram back around the top. Very active again here for the Burrows on top of this zone, but a little too active of getting the arm there with Halfley. If you're Coach Elliott Ronfold, you'll take that trying to be disruptive with an early foul again in the quarter. Left-hand side, Starcevic. Starcevic takes the ball screen. The Burrows almost out another 3 to 4 feet to start this zone in the second half than what they were for parts of the first. Making his way down the paint was OC. Kick out left-hand side, Starcevic. Long rebound, but it comes down to Peraza. Starcevic with it, ripping it through, and we'll have a foul on the floor again. This will be on Mitzel or possibly with Halfley. Foul will come across here with Halfley, his second, team's second as well. Jake Starcevic, a junior forward, to inbound it with a fresh 35 on our Golden Harvest Tim Kazetzi sales scoreboard. Sunram can't get it to go. Rebound. Sunram gets another crack at it for the Vikings. Again, Olsen has to play smart with those 3 fouls, so Sunram just pinned him essentially right behind. Vikings would like to have the 2 points, but they get the ball right back. Foul trouble for Kindred, 2 with Baco, 2 with Sunram. For the Burrows, you got 3 with Olsen, 2 with Halfley, and 2 with Limke. The 2 with Halfley is Kyle. Peraza, 3! Nothing but the bottom of the net. Presley Peraza in double digits with 11. His second made 3 as well. Brandt at the top of the key, rising from 17. Long rebound goes to Baco, his 5th. Brooks in the front court to Starcevic. Starcevic left-hand side trying to get by Brandt, and Olsen does. Driving kick, open, OC three-pointer, off the rim, no. And look at the hops by Peraza. Presley with his 4th rebound. Can he hit another one? Presley driving, leaving, OC looking, probing, shooting off the window and scoring. OC with a field goal in every quarter. He's got 8, and for the first time tonight, someone has a double-digit lead, and that someone is Kindred. Burrows with Limke. Nice shot fake. Got his man up in the air. Goes up. Brandt trying to come up with it. Olsen makes a way for Mitzel. Mitzel gets by Sunram. Mitzel to the paint. Driving kick. Limke. Three-pointer partially blocked by OC. Rebound underneath. Limke. Another crack at it. Got it. And a timeout for Elliot Rotvold. Will break as well. This time on the floor. Brought to you in part by Brad Richter with Nodak Insurance here in Hillsboro. Back after this at the Hack.
The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
For all of your insurance requests, see Trail County Agents with Answers. That's Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro and Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. Again, that providing our timeouts here today in Hillsboro. 35-28 on our Tim Cassette Seed Sales Golden Harvest scoreboard. Chase Miller with Seth Smallback with you here in Hillsboro. Kindred will take the basketball with Brooks Baco. The timeout by Elliot Rotvold, his first. Open, Peraza slips it past Sunram. Sunram from the left block gets fouled. This looks to be on Mitzel, his first, team's third, and Riley Sunram with being a force here in the quarter with 2 points, 2 rebounds early, and now he gets 2 free throws. Free throw opportunity on the first for Sunram is long. The future University of Minnesota Golden Gopher football commits. Free throw opportunity number 2 for the Vikings is up and off the front iron. Rebounds will be one for the Burrows here with Dylan Mitzel. All programs have had tremendous success in recent seasons, whether it's been in basketball. You take a look at football for both of these teams, cross country, track and field. There's a lot of either team championships or individual championships with these two boys programs. Brandt, baby hook off the front iron, no. Rebound comes down to Baco. Here, sideline out to Starcevic. Starcevic making his way to the baseline to OC. Extra pass, Sunram. Sunram takes a dribble, little Euro step, finger roll down the paint. Ball gets tapped out and right to the hands of Mitzel, his third. Burrows, a bucket to make it a 2-possession game. Olsen, left-handed shot, good. Landon Olsen somehow got by Sunram for the 2 points. And after a nice start to the quarter here for the Kindred Vikings, the Burrows on a little 5-0 run. And that's the margin right now. Right-hand side, Starcevic to the baseline, Peraza. Peraza looking for a teammate, zips a pass, left-hand side, OC to the baseline, Baco, left pocket, 3, rattle it in! Brooks Baco now with 7, and a timeout for Bradwell. Will break as well, 3:57 left in the third.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Not sure what more could you want on this season opener. Timeout again brought to you in part by Nodak Insurance with agents of Brad Richter in Hillsboro and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. Kindred Vikings lead it by 8, but again, both teams season openers. For the Burros, it got pushed back to this day after they were scheduled to have their opener in Castleton against the Squirrels on Saturday. For the Vikings, this was their first game regardless of the season. Peraza hedges on Brandt, eventually gets the steal. Vikings with the basketball. Left-hand side goes Osi. Osi to Peraza, open this for 11-point lead off the mark. No rebound, tapped, and eventually the Vikings come up with it with Davis. But it's a turnover. Hillsboro trying to go the length of the floor, and a block shot by Peraza after the scoop of Halfley playing above the rim. Kindred then slips a pass and out of play with Olsen. There's a lot of size and athleticism and possibly future Lions all-star basketball talent here in the state. Vikings to inbound it as they will handle it with Brooks Bacco. Bacco finds a teammate. The Burros have stayed in this zone throughout. Bacco, right wing, skips it. Left-hand side, Peraza, extra pass. Davis, shot fake on the interior, and we'll have a foul on the reach. This could be on Mick Ritchie. We'll see who the foul is on. Instead, it will be on Olsen. That's a tough one. Landon's fourth, team's fourth of the quarter. So from here on out, it'll be bonus free throws for the Vikings as Limke quickly comes back in with Chase Halfley also into the game. Now Isaac Thompson playing the top of that zone. And Brandt and McRitchie, both teams of size. Both teams can play above the rim, and we see the older brother of Peraza, Jaden, and Paul Olsen a few years ago for Kindred making it to that state championship, playing with those dunks. On the opposite side, the Burros have played in some phenomenal recent state championship and state tournament games in their own right. Three-pointer, long rebound comes out to Halfley. Here goes Chase the other way. McRitchie off the window, and there's a foul. Lucas Starcevic will pick up the foul, his first, team second. 2 free throws here for Hillsboro-Central Valley. The name Henningsgaard will definitely ring true for some heroicism for the Burros when it comes to boys basketball winning their state championships. Free throw opportunity is up and off the back of the rim. Consistent program, those for these two teams when you look at them. I mean, plus 15 wins for the majority, a lot of 20-win seasons, a region championship kind of caliber programs year in and year out. Free throw attempt no good as well. Rebound eventually here for Kindred. Jack Davis, the other side of the floor, leaves it left-hand side to Peraza. Peraza making his way to the paint to Starcevic. That's Luke. Shot fake, OC left wing triple, halfway down. No one will have an offensive foul here on Starcevic. Luke will pick up his second, team's third just on that push, and coaches said this was going to be a physical game, and we're seeing that in the season opener. Brad Whale mentioned he wanted to see defense, rebounding, share the ball, understanding there's some fresh faces any start of the year. You want to build that chemistry. For Elliot Rotfold, wanted to see consistency from his club, whether it's guys coming in off the bench or the starting five throughout. Bounce pass to Brandt. Brandt hanging from 14 feet. Can't get it to go, and Bacco collects his 7th rebound. Bacco in the front court. Peraza, crow hop through the paint. Hang, shoot, no. Rebound on the inside to Brandt. Brandt gets his 3rd, and the Burros again. It feels like a broken record here in this quarter. A bucket to get it back to a 2-possession game. Limke rips it through on Peraza, and there's a block, but a foul. Presley will get called for the foul here for the Vikings. His first, team's 4th. And they'll have a Chase Halfley inbounds here for the Burros. Fresh 35 for Hillsboro-Central Valley as it'll go to Limke. Limke right-hand side back to the top for HCV to Thompson. Thompson with the ball fake, looking for a teammate, finds one to Brandt. Ball gets skipped to Limke. Now to the baseline here to Chase Halfley. McRitchie was posting up on the interior. Limke, left wing three. Rebound will go out of play and towards the Vikings. Riley Sunram back onto the court here for Kindred. And for those of you that are just joining us, Hillsboro-Central Valley playing without Landon Olson right now on the bench with those 4 personal fouls. And more than likely, we won't see him return until the 4th quarter. But the question is, how long for Elliot Rotvold? Sunram posting up on the inside on the right block here. Ball gets skipped left-hand side to Bacco. Bounce pass on the short corner. Starcevic. Starcevic making his way around the rim. And a board to Brandt. 28-24 at the half. Kindred with the lead. They still have the lead right now. Burrows looking to cut into this deficit. Lemke around the horn. Right-hand side to Thompson. Thompson takes the screen. Hedged out by Starcevic. Give and go. Teardropper from 12. And Isaac Thompson with 7 points off the bench. Back to a 2-possession game here for the Vikings. Out in front with the rock. Hoyme. Right-hand side as this will go to Davis. Davis at the right wing, nearly a steal. Davis looking for a teammate. Fires a pass. Bacco saves it from going into the bench. Bacco looking back door. Tipped by Brent off the window. Rising from 14 feet is short here for Davis. And a rebound with Limke is fourth. Brandt in the front court asking for a ball screen or a McRitchie post. He won't take the screen. Brandt will shoot the 3 over Sunram for the triple. Brandt now in double digits with 10 and his 3rd made 3 of the game. It's back to a 1-possession game. Right-hand side, Davis to Bacco. Kindred can hold for the final shot of the quarter if they want. Largest lead for Kindred at 10. Bacco reverse pivots, 12-footer. Swirls out, rebound here. Going to be ripped away by Kindred with Davis, an extra 5. Ball gets deflected, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Shot here for Halfley. Can't get it to go, and that's how we'll end this 3rd quarter of play. And our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, it's the Vikings who lead it by 3.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
That break in the action brought to you in part by Leif Olafson at the Furniture Mart. Remember to ask Lee to get your live event discount here as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Again, that timeout brought to you in part by Leif Olafson at the Furniture Mart. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros at one time trailing at 35-25 with 4:34 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Came storming back here to make it a 1-possession contest. Kindred right-hand side to Osi. Back to the top as they work it around the horn to Presley Peraza. Peraza back to Brooks Bacco. Bacco at the right wing goes Osi. Right short corner Sunram. Sunram to Osi here. Osi on the interior. Starcevic power dribble for 2 as he was banging with Kyle Halfley. And Starcevic now has 8 points and 5 rebounds for the Vikings. Other side of the floor, Isaac Thompson has been a X-factor here today. Might we say our Artie Cantor Prizes player of the contest if the Burros can win this one. Particularly with his points off the bench with 7. Nearly a steal. It's still loose. Coming up with it for the Burros. Teardropper nearly got it to go down for Chase Halfley. Rebound to Presley Peraza. Give and go. Peraza fires a pass to Sunram. Left-handed layup for 2. Riley Sunram with 4. And to start the quarter here, the Vikings have done well both in the 3rd and the 4th quarters on little runs. Other side of the floor. Shot no. Rebound. Put back good for 2 for Brandt. Brandt 12 points, 5 rebounds, clears up the miss for Thompson. Starcevic doesn't see the ball here, and it's a turnover. Hillsboro-Central Valley still loose with it and will have a jump between Brooks Bacco and Isaac Thompson. Oh, there were some floor burns going on. You could hear it up here as we'll have substitutions coming back into the game. Landon Olson returns with those 4 personal fouls. Carter Limke, Chase Halfley with Brandt on the floor. And it was, again, a jump ball to make sure. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, Sunram, Starcevic, Peraza on the floor alongside with Brooks Bacco. And on the outside there is Carson Ossie. Stay tuned to our post-game show. Once we get there, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, that and more. Here's a turnover. Speaking of a connection, Peraza with a little oop-de-oop for 2. Peraza with a baker's dozen here tonight, and that's a 3-possession game for the Vikings. Isaac Thompson back up top here to Chase Halfley, leaving it now for Brandt. Brandt takes a ball screen for Olson, looking for the pick and roll here. Left-hand side with the basketball is Thompson on the baseline. Olson throws it off Sunram's kneecap as it will stay with the Burros. It's been a majority of a lead here for the Vikings for most of this game. Last tie that we had was at 24 each. Burros got it down to that 3-point margin, but now trailing it by 7. Landon Olson banging his way on Sunram for 2. Landon Olson went right into the chest of Riley, and then they're going to steal, and then there's a foul here for Sunram. Hanging in the weeds was Chase Halfley, and Halfley goes to the free throw line. 2 points for Olson and a chance to make it more for the Burros with Halfley. So Sunram will pick up his 3rd personal, and the Burros, as they've kind of done throughout this game, have put themselves in striking distance with certain plays like this. Free throw for Halfley is off the mark. The Burros are 2 of 7 from the free throw line. The Vikings, well, they're not much better. They're 3 of 9 so far here today. So both teams unable to make the free ones. The Burros have hit 7 threes, while the Vikings have hit 2. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and off the mark. Rebound here to Peraza. Peraza gets his 6, so the Burros come up empty, but they do get a foul on Sunram, who heads to the bench. Left-hand side, Davis dribble handoff to Ossie. Back to Davis, guarded by Brandt. Davis looking for a cutting teammate, almost an over and back here with Ossie. Peraza at the left wing. Peraza zips a pass. Open, Bacco, right wing 3. Long board coming down to Brandt. Brandt with his 4th rebound of the half so far. 12 points and 6 boards. Open, Brandt left of the key. This to cut to the deficit. Can't get it. Board to Bacco, his 8th. Ossie, left wing, free throw line extended. Vikings working around the horn to Peraza. Peraza to the baseline, Davis. Davis, right short corner. Finds Ossie. Ossie spinning on Olson. Ossie trying to create a little separation. Somehow finds Bacco for 2. What a dish for Carson Ossie and Brooks Bacco. Now with 9. Burros with Isaac Thompson. Leave it to Carter Limke. Carter Limke, ball screen, left wing 3 for Limke. Can't get it to go. Rebound here for Starcevic. Starcevic wants to run. Starcevic, teardropper, front iron, no. Starcevic saves it and throws it off of Olson to collect the offensive possession. McRitchie to come back into the game for the Burros. Dylan Mitzel will come in as well. Kindred will bring Sunram into the game, as coming out here will be Starcevic for the Vikings. 46-39 Vikings here as we're getting to the 4-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Bacco on the inbounds, finds Peraza, making his way to the 10, and go gadget, pogo sticks for legs. Peraza has 15 points. He can cover some distance, but eventually will get called for an armbar. Peraza with his 2nd. That'll be the team's 2nd of the quarter. For the Burros, they have none. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Kindred both with 4 timeouts remaining here in this contest. Burrows bringing to the front court. Dylan Mitzel looking for a teammate, hands it off to Halfley. That's Chase making his way down the paint. Halfley sees a block shot. The length here for Kindred has disrupted enough of these plays to the paint by the smaller guards of the Burrows, either with the blocks, deflections, or just making it difficult. Burrows with Mitzel, leaves it back now to Halfley. Chase, high post to Brandt. Brandt spinning his way, baby hook over Sunram, and the rebound goes down to Davis. His sixth board of the game for Davis, 4 points and 6 monster rebounds. Bacco, right wing, Sunram posting up on the interior on Brandt, looking for the up and under. Brandt with a partially blocked shot. Rebound, put back, no. Another chance, Sunram, no. It's still loose underneath, and we'll have a foul on Sunram. Sunram had a crack at it on the interior with Peraza there, and Brandt might have got an inadvertent elbow as Sunram will check out and Starcevic will come back in. Well, if you're the Burrows right now, not to say it's much scoring opportunities, but with how scoring has been at particular times of this game, you can ill afford to have too many more empty possessions. Trailing it by 9. Next jump ball will favor the Vikings. Chase Halfley between the rings with the basketball here. Hands it off to McRitchie. McRitchie interior to Olsen. There's a foul here with the extension of the forearm. That's going to get called all the time. Osi with his second, team's fourth. And I know the free throws haven't been kind to either team tonight. But if you're the Burrows, you're one more Kindred foul away from shooting 2 from here on out. Burrows to inbound. Ball gets tipped right to Brandt. Brandt guarded there by Starcevic. Makes his way inside the paint. Brandt hangs, shoot off the front iron. No. Rebound here to Bacco. His 9th of the game for the freshman guard. Davis, extra pass to Peraza. Presley, bounce pass, interior, hanging off the window for Bacco. Can't get it to go. McRitchie with the rebound. I like to see these two teams play again in a month once they kind of have their basketball legs, get that first game rust off, as this has been a fun one here tonight in Hillsboro. Left-hand side, Chase Halfley. Halfley, right wing, free throw line extended. Bounce pass goes to Olsen. Olsen spinning his way up. Peraza off the window. No, put back here. Grabbed by Carson Osi. You have Osi at 6'8". You got Bacco at 6'3". Peraza at 6'5", and their wingspan feels like they're 7 feet plus. Foul here on Chase Halfley, his second. Team's first for the Burrows with 2:48, and what that does gives a fresh 35 for Kindred. So if you're the Vikings, you can almost get it to the 2-minute mark without having to take a shot if you want. Peraza fires it to Davis. Extra pass now as this will go in the hands of Brooks Bacco. Somehow to Starcevic for 2. It somehow ended up with Starcevic, who has 10 here for the Vikings. Their largest lead of the game at 11 on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard. Chase Halfley, right-hand side to Mitzel. Mitzel looking for a teammate, finds Brandt. Brandt banging his way with Starcevic. Brandt spins on the baseline, regains the possession, and one. Brandt with 14 points, foul coming on Starcevic. His second, team's 5th of the quarter. It's an and-one opportunity here for Brandt. Brandt with 4 of the 6 points for the Burrows in the quarter. The Kindred Vikings, they've scored 12 so far here in the 4th. This to make it an 8-point contest. Brandt, free throw, got it. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll break as well here in Hillsboro.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
high school basketball tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. That timeout brought to you in part by Nodak Insurance Company with Brad Richter, agent and sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. See Trail County's agents with answers. 3 timeouts remaining here for the Burros, 4 for the Vikings. With it, Baco in the front court to Sunram. If you're Kindred, you can play Dean Smith 4 corners of basketball and kill some clock if you want. See if you force the Burros to either foul and give you 2 free throws or trying to take an opening look. Right now, this weaving action to OC to Peraza. Peraza will have an offensive foul, posting up OC on the inside of Halfley, and OC will pick up his 3rd. So for Kindred now, OC with 3, Riley Sunram with 3, as Limke comes back in for the aforementioned Halfley. And the Burros, again, another chance to get back to a 2-possession game. Isaac Thompson to the baseline, rising right pocket 3, short, came out of his hands, and we'll have a foul here, and this might be the 5th on Olsen. Foul will come across, as this will be the final one on Landon Olsen. Olsen was playing through foul trouble for the majority of this game. 8 points and 2 rebounds here for the Burros. Team second, and now does Elliot Romfold decide to go with the foul situation. Again, new into this season, there's no single bonus anymore. You get to 5, you get 2. Full court press broken by Kindred. Starcevic in the front court. You still have the single bonus in terms of halves in AA, but A and B, again, 4 8-minute quarters with the bonus starting at 5. Here's a reach for the Burros, as this will be with Isaac Thompson, his first, team's 3rd. And the Vikings will inbound the rock. Both teams been balanced when it came to scoring here today, and quite honestly, if you talk with Elliot Rothfold and Brad Whale, probably wouldn't be surprised it'd be maybe the first 1-50 win in a season opener with these 2 clubs. OC to Starcevic. Starcevic reverse pivots, using that drive, and eventually will have almost a turnover. Good hustle, though. Getting the poke away was Halfley. Brent diving on the floor, nearly getting the rock. Burros will see if they can maybe play this one out one last time, and then from there it would have to be foul situation. Sunram trying to get open on the baseline, does. Gives it back to OC around the horn to Baco. Baco, bounce pass to Peraza, trying to dunk to Sunram. The shot clock resets here, now they got a foul. And Elliot Rothfold saying that it shouldn't have ever reset here, that the ball never hit the rim, that it was actually Peraza's hand and not the ball. There's going to be a foul coming here eventually to the Burros with Kyle Halfley, his 3rd and the team's 4th. And I can understand Elliot Rothfold in that situation there when Peraza's looking to dunk. Did the ball again ever hit the rim? Because if it didn't, that would have been a shot clock violation. But instead, it allowed Kindred to get the ball back and take some precious moments off the clock right now. Vikings looking to inbound. Baco with a 2-handed layup. Brooks Baco with a finger roll, that is, for 2 points. Now in double digits with 11. Burros. McRitchie looking for a teammate. Starcevic gets the steal. Starcevic brings in the front court, and Bradwell puts his hand up right now, and they're just looking to kill this one away. Foul coming for the Burros with Isaac Thompson, his 2nd, team's 5th. And for the Vikings, they will go to the free throw line with Presley Peraza to shoot 2. Free throw opportunity on the way for the Vikings. 3 of 9 again from the free throw line. Free throw attempts is good. Peraza with 16 points to lead the floor for scorers here today. 2nd free throw attempt for Peraza is off the mark. Board coming down to Brandt, his 7th. Burros in the front court. McRitchie. McRitchie to Brandt. Brandt right wing rising for 3. Can't get it to go. Board to Peraza. Peraza gets his 8th, and the Vikings content to bring this one in the front court. And the Kindred Vikings will start the season 1-0 with a road victory here today from Hillsboro, a final 53-42. The Burros dropped to 0-1 on the season. Still to come, we'll get to our post-game show. Again, the Vikings led by the 16 points of Presley Peraza, while for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, they were led by the 15 points of Jacob Brandt. Back after this here in Hillsboro.
The Kindred School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Don't just watch today's game, immerse yourself in it with new furniture from Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Get the ultimate fusion of styles with unmatched comfort, all at the best prices. We are now offering up to 5 years no-interest financing. So you can now get the furniture you want at the best prices with low monthly no-interest payments. The next time you need furniture, come see Lee at the Furniture Mart in Fargo. Make sure to ask for Lee for your live event discount.
As we come back here on the floor, the Kindred Vikings win it again by a final of 55-42. Again is your final here today from Hillsboro as the Vikings improve to 1-0 on the season, while the Burros again drop to 0-1. Chase Miller with you here on our post-game show. Let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Again, life takes energy. That is Enbridge Energy here in this one as your final one more time, is 53-42 with the win here for the Vikings. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, that goes to Presley Peraza here with 16 points and 8 rebounds for the junior forward. Last season averaged 15 and 6. Presley again with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 3 in the first, 8 in the second, 11 in the third, and he finished in the fourth quarter with 5 points. Presley Peraza is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Go to Enbridge.com. From there, it's now time to get to Arctic Enterprises Feature Precision Play of the contest, and transition points kind of were the difference in this one. When the Vikings could get out and run, they took some advantage of 2-on-1s or 3-on-1s throughout the game, and that margin here today in those fast break points and transition points were the difference here for the Vikings as they eventually would go on to win by 11. RDK Enterprises with locations in Hillsboro and Drayton for precision planting updates, information, questions, and more. Contact RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton or visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. For the Kindred Vikings, led by the 16 points of Peraza, the 11 by Baco, 8 on the way for Osi. Storcevic with 10.7 rebounds, 4 for Davis, and 4 for Riley Sunram. For the Burros, 15 points for Jacob Brandt and 7 rebounds. 8 points for Landon Olson, 7 for Isaac Thompson, 6 for Carter Lemke, and 3 apiece for Dylan Mitzel and Kyle Halfley. It's now time to get to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability that you can trust at halsteadtel.com. That post-game connection for the Burros was from beyond the arc. 7 threes in the first 3 quarters. They had it going. They had 4 in the first half that really kept them in the game here today. They were making it difficult for the Vikings to get into the paint. If the Burros maybe got to 10 threes, might have been a little bit different, but today again with 7. That is our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability that you can trust. When we come back after this, we'll hear from Presley Peraza from the Kindred Vikings coming up next here in Hillsboro.
You've got a lot more going for you this holiday season with Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank. This is a season of making memories with the ones that matter most. Whatever's on your wish list this year, Mayport Hardware has the tools and supplies to make that holiday magic come to life. Tim and Sue and their staff wish you a happy holiday season. You've got a lot more going for you, not just this season, but every season of the year at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
MLGC offers ultra-high-speed broadband, streaming TV, telephone, advanced business services, and commercial-grade video surveillance services. MLGC has a goal to continue to deliver future technologies that make rural communities in North Dakota vibrant places in which to live and do business in. They're your local provider who prides itself on its unmatched customer service with a small-town touch. MLGC has offices in Enderlin, Cooperstown, and Kindred. For more info, go to mlgc.com.
As we come back now on our post-game show, join us again is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Presley Peraza. 16 points, 8 rebounds, had a 3 in this one as well in the second and the third quarter. Presley, you knew it was going to be a hard-fought game going up against a really good team on the road. Just your opening thoughts kind of on a scrapper, which I know is how Kindred likes to play sometimes with Bradwell, playing defense that leads to offense, and you guys were able to do that today, Presley.
Yeah, well, Coach Will, since first day, he's been honest about defense. He wants us in shape. That's his philosophy. He wants us locked down the whole game, and I think we did that most of the game tonight, and let's bring that to the next game Saturday.
Able to come off the bench with Jack Davis. He had 4 points, but 6 monster rebounds as well. When you can get a bench production like this, obviously we know the starting 5 can put the ball in the hoop, can defend, but when you can get 6, 7, and 8 off the bench like Davis, what does that do for this team?
I mean, it's awesome. It adds us depth. When starters get tired, they're there, and, they all work their tails off. So coming off the bench doesn't matter. Top 8 guys can all start. So starting position doesn't really matter, the title. So as long as we're working hard, no matter where you come in, no matter how long, that's all we need from them.
How fun is it to play with length on the floor at 6'3", 6'5", 6'6", 6'8"? You got some deflections today defensively. You had some dunks in transition. How much fun is it to play with this style of basketball?
Oh, it's awesome. Now that I'm not the big guy now that we got Riley Sunram back, it's fun.
Final thing for you, Presley. You get another game. You've been playing Shiloh for many years. Early on this season, you'll get to see them for your home opener on Saturday. What do you hope to bring from this game? A couple more practices before you get to Saturday afternoon in front of the hometown crowd.
Well, they're going to be a good team, and I just want us to carry this momentum on to the next game, the game after that, and win or lose any game of the season, we're going to get back right out at practice, and that game is behind us. It doesn't matter. And then we're just going to get energy and play like it's 0-0 no matter what.
Hey, Presley, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck moving forward here against the Skyhawks and throughout the rest of the season.
All right, thank you.
Presley Peraza, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, will continue after this from Hillsboro.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
Come join our team at Dakota Packers in Buxton. Positions available include potato stackers, potato graders, and forklift driver. Seasonal, approximately September through May, and generally from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. You get paid holidays and paid vacation, paid every 2 weeks. Up to $18 per hour depending on position. Call Carissa 701-847-2200 or find them on the website, dakotapackers.com. Come join our team at Dakota Packers in Buxton.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Insurance answers should come easily from local agents you know and trust. Someone down the road, not across the country. From Watford City to downtown Fargo, NODAC insurance agents know the protection you need. From the Peace Garden to the geographical center of North America. We're focused on North Dakota's farms, ranches, small towns, and cities, so the answers are right in front of you. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
As we come back now, let's take a look at some of the final numbers in this one for the team numbers for the Kindred Vikings. 6 players in the scoring column, 4 of 11 from the free throw line. They hit 2 3-pointers in this game, both of them by Presley Peraza. Check that, 3-pointers, in this game. Another one added by Brooks Bacco here this evening. The Vikings go 4 of 11 from the free throw line, 6 players in the scoring column with 37 rebounds here today for the Vikings and 15 turnovers. For the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, they had 21 rebounds in the game, 7 3-pointers, 3 of 8 from the free throw line, 6 players in the scoring column with 16 turnovers here for Hillsboro-Central Valley as they fall today again in this one by a final of 53-42. Also would like to thank Dakota Heritage Bank Scoreboard providing our pregame and postgame interviews here today. Dakota Heritage Bank sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. That again is dhbanknd.com. For the Kindred Vikings, now 1-0 on the season. Games next with Shiloh on Saturday, a twin bill against the Skyhawks on yourliveevent.com. Then the Killdeer Cowboys on December the 29th. While for the Burros, 4 straight games on the road now as they will head to Devil's Lake. We'll have that for you on KRJB 106.5 FM. Also making their way to Carrington on December the 21st before games over the holiday in Milner against Sargent County and in Castleton against Central Casting. And the Burros next up on Friday night at Devil's Lake, a game you can listen to on KRJB 106.5 FM. We'll take another quick break. When we come back, take a look at some other scores from across the way before we bid adieu from you here from Hillsboro.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
Otto Egg wants you to be prepared, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way. Otto Egg offers seed, fertilizer, and chemical options to best fit your operations. They also provide scouting to help find weeds and disease and track crop stands to help producers get a better idea what's going on with their fields. Contact Nick Otto at 701-520-0825 or Kylan Kostreski at 701-520-9875. Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
Shortly now, I'm going to be transitioning into a tool engineering position. With that, comes new training. Degelman has provided all the training necessary to help me succeed.
You can make top dollar if you utilize your time properly and you're efficient in what you do. You can't beat the pay. It's 4 days a week, and it's awesome to have a 3-day weekend.
Joining us now on our post-game show, that is Elliot Rothfold, head coach for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros. And Elliot, I was kind of saying up here, it was a game that I think both, if I had to talk to you and Brett and say first one to 50 might win this game, no surprise with how both teams are physical, like to play defense. And, game number one, sometimes you have a little bit of rust. But just your thoughts on this game that was a back-and-forth game, and you guys had opportunities, just unable to convert a couple of those to really push the Vikings there late in the last couple seconds.
Yeah, we had some chances. We got it to 3 there at the end of the third. I mean, first half we had some chances, let them kind of get a good start to the second half. Then we were able to cut it back, and then, they got a couple buckets again. We were able to cut it to 3 or 4, miss a couple free throws, miss a shot. And then at the end, just kind of got away when you're trying to make some fouls and do some things there. Biggest thing, we're not that physical. They're way more physical. We had to play that way tonight because that's how it was going to be called from the get-go. I mean, you could see it. It was they were going to let guys put 2 hands on each other, put arm bars on each other. So we just had to try to match it, and that's all we could do because that's how it was going to be called, and you have to adjust to those things. If it's called tight, you got to adjust. If it's called, physical like that, you got to adjust. And I thought our guys did a pretty good job of adjusting. We just turned the ball over too many times against them, and gave him those home run turnovers where they get dunks and buckets on the other end. Those are the killers in that first half. I thought our half-court defense was good. I didn't think they got much in the half-court against us. Most of the night got a couple threes, but for the most part, I thought we were pretty good in the half-court. And that's just going to come. Again, it's the physicality. They're taking passing lanes away. They're riding us around and tipping lots of passes to our posts. And, our guards just got to see that and not force it into guys. And we'll get better from it. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Hey, like I told them in there, if, that's a good basketball team. If they're the third team in the state in this division, we're not that far off. We just got to find some guys, got some really good minutes out of our bench guys. I thought Chase Halfley and Isaac Thompson came in and gave us some really good minutes. Played with energy, played with intensity. Defense was better when we got those guys in there. We just need some other guys to step up and do some things for us. And if we do that, I think we'll be all right. Now we got to turn around and go to Devil's Lake, and it's going to be a similar type game.
And the one thing you never, are accustomed to in game number 1 or game number 20 is you never know what's going to happen with the foul situation with Landon Olsen picking up those fouls. That obviously hurts. But as you mentioned, Isaac Thompson came in, hit a 3 there in the first quarter, added points in the second and third. I've seen that bench play a little bit early in game number 1. How is that rewarding, knowing that you had one of your big, so to speak, chess pieces on the bench for most of the night battling foul trouble here, Elliot?
Yeah, it was great to see that. They did a nice job playing Landon and Jacob physical. I mean, they were, Sunrams, he's hard to move. You're not going to move him in there. Starskvik was in there. I mean, it was a war in there when they caught the ball, and that's tough. But you just got to play through it and do it. But, yeah, the bench play was good. I saw some guys come in and do a good job for us. We're going to need that. When you play these kind of physical games, they're tiring. And like I said, with Landon and Jacob, not playing great, but they were trying to take them out, like we said before the game, with the physicality. Hey, other guys stepped up and did some good things. We're gonna need a little bit more out of some of those guys. I mean, Carter's got to give us some more. Dylan's got to give us some more. Kyle Halfley gave us the minutes that we need from him. He's a defensive guy for us, kind of a role guy. And then hey, we got some other guys on the bench that played well in the JV. We got time to find the right mix of guys, and we'll do it. I'm pretty positive after tonight, especially the effort. I mean, they left it on the floor. That's a really good basketball team with a lot of good athletes, and we battled them for 30 minutes and kind of let it get away in the last 2.
Yeah, and you got 4 road games coming up, as you mentioned, Devils Lake, Carrington, then over the holidays, Sargent County and Central Cass. My final question to you, Elliot. I know it's always a cliche from a media to a coach's point of view to say, what have you learned, but anything that you didn't know about your guys after one game coming into this season here, Elliot?
Oh, not much. I mean, I think it's just, I think we knew we were going to be okay, and it was good to see that tonight. I'm sure, a lot of people saw what we lost last year and who we got back. I'm sure most fans would have said, it's going to be a 25, 30-point game tonight. And we battled them, like I said, for 30 minutes. And that's what I like out of these guys. And we're going to have to do that night in and night out because that's the kind of games it's going to be. I'd like it to be there to be a little more flow to the game. That would definitely help us out, but wasn't much tonight. And like you said, it just became a knockdown, drag-out affair tonight. And, they were just a little bit better at it than we were.
Elliot, as always, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck heading up to Devils Lake coming up this weekend.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Elliot Rotfield, head coach for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, will put a bow on this one when we return here to Hillsboro.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Hi, this is Chrissy Thompson from the Hillsboro-Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, educational lessons, and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word, sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Ho, ho, ho! It's another holiday season and there's so much to do. Honestly, milk and cookies aren't cutting it anymore.
Well, Santa, have you tried Sweet Sips?
What's that now?
Sweet Sips in Hillsboro. They've got delicious protein and energy drinks to keep you moving. Try one.
That is tasty. I must get more of these.
Well, Santa, you can order on the Engage app or stop by the shop in Hillsboro. Stay energized and healthy this holiday season with the help of Sweet Sips in Hillsboro.
You'll want to check out the year-end discounts on trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. And you might want to think about ordering early for next spring, as well as looking at the new models of gooseneck trailers. Bloomfield Enterprises carries a full line of trailers from Big Tex and Flow. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
As we come back now to our final segment on our post-game show, your final numbers here tonight across the state of North Dakota for some scores in Class A boys basketball. Central Cass gets by Valley City in Valley City 55-52. Grafton takes care of Northern Cass 73-49. And Thompson over Class B Mayport CG 66-23. And the Hazen Bison with a 74-71 road victory over Turtle Mountain. Those are some of the scores in Class A basketball. Earlier tonight, tonight. Park River Fordville Lincoln with the win over the Borough girls, 31-28. So the Vikings 1-0 on the season, led by the 16 of Presley Peraza. The Burrows, led by Jacob Brandt, again with 15 points, dropped to 0-1. Burrows again, next game on Friday at Devil's Lake. You can listen to it on 106.5 FM KRJB on the radio airwaves. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, you can watch their next game on Saturday against Shiloh Christian for that doubleheader with the girls at 1:30 and 3 o'clock. On behalf of Elliot Roffold, Brad Whale, and also Presley Peraza joining us on the broadcast, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much to Seth Smallback as well, running the camera, and thanks to our crew at Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting. As, again, the final here today from Hillsboro, the Kindred Vikings win it by 11.